What if I told you there's a system to train your brain like Ayanokoji, to think faster, stay calm under chaos, and make the perfect decision every single time? Most people think success comes from motivation or intelligence, but Ayanokoji proves otherwise. He doesn't have superpowers. He has mental control, built through training his mind like a machine. And honestly, the terrifying part? You can build the same system, but almost nobody knows how. In this video, we'll break down the exact steps to train your mind like Ayanokoji, using science, psychology, and anime wisdom. If you miss any part of this, you'll stay stuck like everyone else. Every time you lift a weight at the gym, you feel pain, chaos, and resistance. Your ability to handle the chaos depends on one thing: your diet. The same goes for your mind. When you face mental or emotional challenges, how you handle them depends on your mental diet, the ideas, media, and people's thoughts you consume regularly. Ayanokoji trained in an environment designed to sharpen thought and emotional neutrality. This proves one thing: your worldview shapes your world. A 2021 Harvard study shows that exposure to negative online content increases your brain's stress hormones by 45%. So if your feed is full of short-form dopamine traps, you're unknowingly feeding your brain junk. To fix this, switch your mental diet: podcasts, books, long-form videos that stretch your mind. Within a week, your focus, discipline, and decisions will start to evolve. You don't need to meditate in the mountains, you just need to control what enters your brain. Here's the difference between Ayanokoji and everyone else. He never reacts, he responds. That's the sign of a strong prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that handles emotions, focus, and decisions. Neuroscientists have proven this part can actually be strengthened physically through consistent meditation. Meditation is basically weightlifting, but for your brain. Each time you refocus your attention back to your breath, you build neural muscle. When you face frustration, anxiety, or anger, do this. First, name your emotion. Labeling reduces its intensity. Next, feel it fully for 1 to 5 minutes. Don't suppress it, process it. Then, return to neutrality. Like Ayanokoji, who never lets emotions hijack logic. Emotional control isn't about killing feelings. It's about training them to serve you, not rule you. Because when emotions obey your logic, you become unstoppable. Here are some tips to train your brain. First up, visualization. That's basically mentally simulating upcoming events, like exams. Studies on elite athletes show that visualizing success actually activates the same brain regions as doing the real action. So, try visualizing yourself taking the exam before you actually sit for it. Next, attack the hardest task first. Morning wins trigger dopamine loops, creating momentum for the rest of your day. It's kind of like defeating a strong opponent first. Everything else just feels easier. And finally, intermittent fasting. Not for weight loss, but for focus. Limiting your eating windows actually trains your brain to handle discomfort and increases mental clarity. Bonus: the illusion of control. You think you can control everything: grades, outcomes, people, but honestly, the truth is you can't. When reality doesn't meet your expectations, frustration just grows. Recognizing what's in your control dissolves this illusion, and that's pure power. As Shikamaru would say, it's not that I'm lazy, I just overthink strategically. Control the controllable, ignore the rest. What if you could make decisions like a machine, perfectly rational, without the influence of emotions? Cognitive science calls this dual processing. There are two systems in our brain. System 1, fast, intuitive thinking. System 2, slow, analytical thinking. The goal isn't to shut one down, but to synchronize both. When Ayanokoji walks into chaos, his intuition scans the room. System 1. Then logic decides the next move. System 2. You can train this too. Journal every major decision you make for 3 days. Write why you made it. Analyze what emotion influenced it. Within a week, you'll start seeing patterns. You'll start spotting when emotions hijack logic, and when your intuition was actually right. That's when you'll start thinking like Ayanokoji, calm, precise, and unbreakable. Remember, discipline isn't built overnight. It's built every time you act when you don't feel like it.